What happens in a menopause consultation? That is a question that we've been asked quite frequently of late, and given that we've just recently had a bit of a restructure around our packages around menopause, I thought it would be a really good opportunity just to jump on and specify exactly what all of that looks like. So when our patients book in with us for a menopause consultation, that is a very much a whole person holistic consultation. So I'm Tracy Dennison. I am a consultant nurse practitioner at East Riding Aesthetics and Wellness. I'm a British Menopause Society Advanced Registered Specialist, and I am also board certified in lifestyle medicine, which is quite a unique combination. So when somebody comes to me for a hormonal health review, because it isn't just all about menopause, but if it's hormonal health, then we are looking at the whole person. We are not just looking at potentially HRT or things like that. I'm going to ask you all sorts of questions about lifestyle, environment, nutrition, activities, social support, stress, sleep, all of those kind of things. And we're going to assess you as a whole person. So what we do is we have a full hour's consultation for our hormonal health patients that come through, and we go through everything. You get a written letter which basically summarises the consultation, but in quite a lot of detail. And any letters that are required to be written to your GP, for example, are included in that. Anything like phlebotomy, if blood tests are required, are also included in that. If we do require blood tests, which isn't always the case, the lab fees have to be charged separately, as do any prescriptions. But you get a really lengthy, thorough, in-depth consultation. Like I say, a letter summarising the consultation, letters to GPs if appropriate, and then we also include your first 2 follow-ups. Now again, I think this is quite unique. Not many clinics include follow-ups as part of their initial consultation fees. But the reason that we do this is it feels a little bit unfair to see somebody for the first time, to unpack a whole load of extremely personal stuff. People don't come to see me because they're feeling fabulous. They come because they've got problems that they want to help get addressed. So we need to spend time building that relationship. And then we need to implement changes and come back and evaluate and see if those changes have helped. And how we can refine them and how we can get from maybe being where we started from to better to then hopefully best. And that is why the 2 follow-up appointments are also included as part of that initial consultation fee. Thereafter, if people wish to stay with us under our care, we are delighted to keep them. And we can do that with an ongoing care plan scheme that we have, which is just a monthly arrangement which allows you to then have access during office hours to ask questions, queries, raise concerns, any amount of follow-ups that you might need, also any more liaison with GPs and other health professionals and things like that are also included in that package, that ongoing care plan package. Again, things that aren't included: laboratory fees and prescriptions, and obviously any other professionals' fees that we would then refer you to. So we work with a massive multidisciplinary team. I have, in particular, but not limited to, an amazing yoga therapist and clinical aromatherapist that I work with, Leslie Dobson. She's a nurse by background. She's very much into evidence-based therapies, and she is absolutely fabulous when it comes to helping with stress management. I've got 2 phenomenal clinical psychologists that I frequently refer to. We've got an amazing psychiatrist who we can refer to for people who are wondering about things like ADHD diagnoses, for example. We've also got nutritionists, personal trainers, loads and loads and loads. Counsellors, you name it, we've got the right contacts, community support clubs, things like that. We've got the right contacts so that we can refer our patients in to the right services for them. So if somebody has a need that I cannot personally meet, I have no hesitation at all in referring them to the correct service and the right specialist who will support and help them. So that's our structure. We love to see people. We do get very busy, so if you can book a little bit ahead, that's always appreciated. But we also have a waiting list system. So we have a clever booking system, and if we do get appointments moving around in the diary, which does happen from time to time, and if spaces then become available, if you're on that waiting list, you will receive an email to say, look, a space has come up, do you want it? And you can jump in a little bit sooner if that suits you. So if you've got any other questions, please feel free to get in touch. Our hormonal health consultation includes also things like skin health, because we're all, skin's the biggest organ in your body. If you're seeing skin changes and you're noticing hormonal changes, they're probably connected. So we are just about to receive a really fandangled, amazing skin scanner, which will help us to assess in even more detail than our previous skin scanner, what changes are happening within the skin during times of hormonal change. So we can again give you the very best active ingredients for your skin and make sure that we are maintaining skin health, hormonal health, and we're treating from the inside out and the outside in. So any questions, do let me know. Be delighted to see you if you would like our help and support. Do take care. Bye for now.